Well, well, well. I knew it wouldn't be long before this movie got people's attention in the worst way possible. Yes, it's that time again. To criticize the absurd CGI-looking trash Disney's Marvels have decided to go with for the Fantastic Four. You'd think after the last few years of cinematic flops and franchise butchery, they'd stop trying to gaslight fans into thinking they're watching something worthwhile. But nope, they've just tripled down on the weird, the forced, and the straight-up cringe. Welcome to the Snake Pit, where we're full of bile and venom. I'm your host, Snake Daemon, and today I'm asking a very simple question. Why does the MCU's Silver Surfer CGI look so weird? So the Fantastic Four First Steps just dropped a trailer. And with it, we finally got our first look at the Marvel Cinematic Universe's new Silver Surfer, played by Julia Garner. Best known for her role in Ozark, Garner is taking on the role of Shalla-Bal, a name only comic nerds deep in the lore will recognize. Now, in the comics, Shalla-Bal was originally the love interest of Norrin Radd, the actual Silver Surfer, and only became a version of the Herald herself in one of those messy multiverse stories Marvel loves to pull out when they're creatively bankrupt. And yes, we've got to talk about why the change from male to female happened. Do I even need to say it? It's just another DEI tick box. We're not even pretending it's about the story anymore. This isn't pushing boundaries, it's ticking forms. And let's be honest, if they had cast a woman with actual presence, an ethereal goddess-like voice that could carry the weight of a cosmic being, or hell, at this point I'd take a goddess-like body, maybe I'd give them a pass. But this? She descends from the sky, all shiny CGI with lighting that looks like it was done in a Blender simulation, muttering some doom-laden nonsense that's meant to be dramatic, but just feels like badly written fan fiction. Now let's talk about how this Silver Surfer compares to the one we got in Rise of the Silver Surfer back in 2007. Was that film great? Not really, but the Surfer, that was something special. Doug Jones gave the physical performance and Lawrence Fishburne voiced him, and okay, sure, it was a little unnatural hearing that deep, commanding voice come out of that smooth chrome body, but let's face it, it worked. It gave Norrin Radd gravitas, made him feel like this cosmic, tragic figure burdened with a fate worse than death. And it's not like this is new territory. Remember the Spider-Man animated series? Kingpin was voiced by Roscoe Lee Brown, velvet thunder that made every line feel like gospel. And in the Daredevil movie, Michael Clark Duncan physically embodied Kingpin like no one else could. Nobody batted an eye at those casting choices because they fit. They had power, presence, a sense of menace and scale. They respected the characters. But the MCU's new Surfer, it's like they're trying to mimic the T-1000 from Terminator 2, but forgot that the T-1000 was menacing because of how grounded it looked, despite the effects. Shalla-Bal looks like a reflective Funko Pop gliding through space. You can practically see the green screen bouncing off her forehead. The lighting doesn't interact with her, it slides off her like she's been smeared in mercury and rendered on a PS3 dev kit. The result? It's not alien, it's off-putting, not cosmic, just cheap. And don't hit me with it's a work in progress or the final cut will look better in theaters. That's the excuse every bad trailer has used since the dawn of time. If you're putting it in a trailer, you're telling me this is what you want to sell the movie on. And right now it looks like digital vomit wrapped in a layer of reflective disappointment. I mean, let's be real. Jessica Alba may have worn a wig so obvious it had its own postcode on the moon, but Rise of the Silver Surfer somehow still looked better 20 years ago. You know why? Because they weren't relying on computers to simulate every beam of light and every skin pore. They understood restraint, balance, and more importantly, they knew the difference between uncanny valley and cinematic value. At least I can sit down and laugh at those early 2000s Fantastic Four films, Van Stick and this upcoming dumpster fire. Not even ironically enjoyable, just repellent. So yeah, we're getting Shalla-Bal instead of Norrin Radd because modern Hollywood can't resist turning every legacy character into an opportunity for checkbox validation, and we're getting it in a film that looks like it was rendered in the dreams of someone who failed a Blender tutorial. This isn't epic, it's not inspiring, it's hollow, glitzy mediocrity, and it's exactly why Marvel's throne is crumbling faster than the box office returns. Thanks for dropping by the Snake Pit, where we thrive on untapped potential and lost opportunities. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell like the video, and leave your opinions in the comments, where naturally I won't read them. Until next time, stay venomous.